Hey, what's up, sports bettors? Matt here with OddsJam. Let's talk about this Bills versus Ravens game. Probably the best game of the early NFL 1 p.m. Eastern slate, either this game or the Eagles Jaguars, probably the two best games for the early slate. But I'm very, very excited for this one. So we got the Bills away going at the Ravens. Both teams are 2-1. Funny enough, both teams have lost to the Bills in pretty disappointing fashion for different reasons. That Bills loss to the Dolphins, if they played that game 100 times, the Bills probably win 80% of the time, I would guess. They doubled them up in terms of total plays ran. They doubled them up in terms of time of possession. They doubled them up in terms of total yards gained. The only thing they couldn't do is just score. They had two separate drives. They had four separate drives that went at least 6 plays, 60 yards in 6 minutes. Just an insane amount of work that the Bills put on the Dolphins defense, just couldn't score. Heading into this game, I actually really, really like the Bills in this one. This minus 150 money line price isn't horrible. Granted, if you compare to all these sharp books, Bet Online, Bookmaker, OddsJam line, there's no positive EV play there. So I'm not going to go ahead and lock it in myself. If I were just handicapping it in my own, I would like the Bills a lot in this one. I also like the Bills spread here. So they're about 3-point favorites. I'm not going to have an official play on the spread because there's no positive expected value play. So even though I like it, and Bet Online has it at minus 111, Bookmaker has it at minus 112. The OddsJam line actually favors the Ravens in this case at minus 108, with the other side of it at minus 104. The reason why I like the Bills in this one is because I think they'll be able to just annihilate this Ravens defense. The Ravens gave up over 460 yards to the Dolphins in week 2. They gave up over 320 passing yards to Mac Jones and the Patriots last week. Now we get a pissed off Bills team that probably should have won, but obviously didn't, but they kind of blew it, to come against this Ravens team. And the Bills, as we've seen in weeks 1 and 2, are not shy to blow out an opponent. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was a game in which the Bills put up like 40 plus points. Obviously, we need to make sure that the health of some of their offensive linemen, of obviously Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, everything checks out there. If so, I like the Bills a lot in this one, but no play on their spread or their total or the total in this game. Unfortunately, as we can see, PointsBet prices it at minus 107. So that is the best odds you'll get on this total, minus 107. But no EV play here. Bet Online at minus 112, Bookmaker at minus 110, OddsJam at minus 112. All of them, if you remove the VIG, not going to be a positive EV play. But for all the reasons I mentioned in the point spread, I think the Bills are going to score a lot. I also think the Ravens are going to score a lot. Not enough to cover the 3-point spread, but the Ravens have the number 1 offense in the entire NFL. They have the number 1 passing offense in the entire NFL. The Bills are like ridiculously banged up, especially at secondary. They're missing both of their starting safeties in Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer. They're missing 3 of their important cornerbacks in Dane Jackson, Christian Benford, the rookie who just broke his hand. And then if you want to count Tre'Davious White, who hasn't returned yet from his torn ACL last year. The Ravens should be able to put up points in this game. So the 51 total is high. I was on the Bills total last week against the Dolphins. I thought I was sitting pretty after 28 first half points. It didn't work out in my favor, but I still do like the total a lot in this one. But it's not a positive EV play, so I'm just going to wait, see how the odds shake out, see if I can find a positive EV play on the total, something that I haven't locked in yet. And then, of course, the last thing I like to do, let's check out the anytime touchdown scores, right? We want to see who's favored to score, who can we get good odds to score. And the player that I liked was Josh Allen at plus 160. I like his rushing yards, which we will talk about. I also like him to score. Look at the value of this Josh Allen anytime touchdown. Plus 160 on Caesars. FoxBet is giving you plus 150, but FanDuel, plus 135. DraftKings, plus 120. Tipico, plus 130. This plus 160 is a pretty extreme outlier when you look at the holistic betting market. So I actually really like this one. So I'm going to go ahead and lock this in for anytime touchdown, not first. Anytime touchdown scored. Josh Allen at plus 160. This is going to be a half unit play for me. Josh Allen to score a touchdown. I'm going to put half a unit on this one. That bet has been placed. And now for the positive expected value play, I hinted at it. Josh Allen's rushing yards is a positive EV play as well. Something that he has gone over. If you look at the OddsJam props app, this is something that you can download at the iOS store. I also have a link for it in the description and comments of this video. He's gone over that in 2 of the 3 games so far. The only game he didn't was the blowout against Tennessee when he never needed to do anything. In games where he actually needs to run, he does, and he puts up good yards because he's a good runner and he's strong and he's fast and he's physical. So I like this one a lot. Of course, it's positive expected value. The OddsJam line with no vig has it at about plus 100, plus 101. If you want to round up, we can get it on Caesars at plus 102. And just look at where all the other books price it. It's pretty much every book is either telling you that it's a 50-50 play or that he's more likely to go over. BetMGM, minus 115, under at minus 110. Pinnacle, sharpest line in the world, minus 119, under at minus 111. And then DraftKings and BetOnline basically have it as a 50-50. And we can get it at plus 102 on Caesars. So this is going to be another play that I'm going to lock in. Total rushing yards for Josh Allen over 42.5. Another half unit play for me. And those are going to be my official bets for this game. So I'm locking in Josh Allen anytime touchdown score and Josh Allen over 41.5 rushing yards. In terms of predictions, I'll take the Bills. I'll take the over. Not an official bet on that because, as we saw, no value there. But that is going to be it. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you're tailing these bets, let me know. Would love to hear it. And have a good one.